What's up, guys? We're back again with another edition of Technique Tuesday. And this week, we're going to look at a movement called a 90-90 isometric movement pathway, or 90-90 ISO-MP as we notate it here at Beyond Strength Performance. This comes to us from functional range conditioning, which is a certification that I did back in 2013. And over the last 2 years, it has continually evolved the way that I think about movement. Anyone that's either looked around our website or is trained here knows that we are huge on the functional movement screen. And I see a lot of parallels between these two groups. Essentially, the functional movement screen looks at, for lack of better terms, correcting movement through correcting mobility, and then building stability or motor control on that movement, and then integrating that movement with strength. And really, in a lot of ways, functional range conditioning does the same thing. And I found that a lot of these movements can be interchanged back and forth. So what we're going to look at here is really more of a motor control drill. And again, it's called 90-90 isometric movement pathway. So what is 90-90? 90-90 is this position that I'm sitting in right now, where I'm at 90 degrees at the hips, knees, ankles, right? And this side is into external rotation, this side is into internal rotation. And what we're going to do is, a lot of the guys that are commonly putting things on Instagram from functional range conditioning, there's some pretty high-level mobility specialists. They can freaking move, right? But then there's guys like myself, and like a lot of my clients who, we don't move as well, but guess what? The system still works, and it's an amazing system. And thinking outside the box a little bit, you can figure out how to use load to assist you in the movement. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how, if you are limited, like I am, in, say, external rotation on my left hip, so getting into this other side when I flow over, I can use a kettlebell to assist me. So what that would look like is if left external rotation is limited, and I feel like, oh my gosh, when I get to this side, I go, oh man, I'm going to fall over, I'm going to fall over. I'll show you how we can use a kettlebell to assist us. So first off, this 90-90 isometric movement pathway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and lift this knee as far as I can without this knee moving. Once I can no longer go any further, then I would roll everything over into what's called a bear sit position. Then I would transition over and wind up in 90-90 on the other side. So, since I'm limited on this side and I have a hard time, I'm going to put the kettlebell on the opposite side to help me stay planted. So again, what am I going to do? I'm going to lift this knee as far as I can without this one coming up. Now, I can't go any further. I'm going to hang out in this bear sit position. Then I'm going to transition over. I'm not quite 90-90, so I kind of shift back in. And now, I can hang out in this position because the kettlebell is actually helping me sit right over my center of gravity. If I ditch the kettlebell, I kind of want to go that way, right? So the kettlebell is going to help me stay firmly planted. Then, from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive this leg up till I can't any further, transition over, wind up at 90-90 on this side, okay? That would be using the kettlebell to assist that range of motion in this hip. What if I want to challenge that range of motion? Well, as I get better with it, now I just switch it to the opposite side where it's going to load into the direction that I fall out of. So that would be the same exact movement now. I'm going to raise my left knee as high as I can. Once I cannot raise it any higher, I'm going to transition across the bear sit. Then I'm going to wind up in this 90-90 position. Now I've got to really sink into internal rotation where I'm limited on this side, as well as external rotation where I'm limited on this side, to control this position. Then I would come back, raise, rotate, 90-90 on the opposite side. Right? So, this week's Technique Tuesday was a 90-90 isometric movement pathway, which is a motor control drill for the hips. So we would use this after we did some true mobility work for the hips. And we're showing you how to use the kettlebell to assist, and then how to challenge that motor control. Okay? Give it a try. Let us know what you think. Have fun.